Zach Blotting Paper is a horse that you've ridden just the once for one win, and he looks to find a suitable race this weekend on the all-weather.
Yeah, he's been racing well all season on the surface. He hasn't put a foot wrong, and he's drawn well. He's in good form. Hopefully we can just get a nice run with some nice tempo and give him his chance again. He's obviously getting up in the weights a little bit now, but he's honest, and I'm sure he's going to give his best again.
I guess for yourself, you've got a good handle on the form. I mean, he beat Handsome 12. You then rode Handsome 12 to win last time. So from that regard, I guess the form's there.
Yeah, I've been on him and been around him in a few of his races recently, and I think he's a good measuring stick. When he gets his chance, he's been able to deliver, and then on other occasions when the tempo hasn't quite suited him, and there have been other horses that have been rated better than him, he's just come up a little bit short. So he's going to be there again. Well placed as well to sort of press on. You've got gate number 2. Yeah, he's a horse that always shows speed, so he'll show speed. If he leads, he leads. If something else goes, he just takes a trail. So he's pretty uncomplicated, and he's a genuine horse to ride.
Zach, gang of brothers, a change of tactics last time paid dividends for him.
Yeah, it was a change of track and distance. He showed speed over 1200 at Happy Valley, so it wasn't a surprise to see him show speed last time in a race where on paper there wasn't much speed. So he began well and were able to take it up and pinch that race. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for him this time, but the horse is in good form.
Was he always a horse that struck you as a potential sort of horse that should be coming to Shartin? I mean, obviously a lot of his racing was at the Valley.
He'd been running well at the Valley, but seemed to take quite some time to pick himself up, and he was always closing the races off a little bit too late, or he wasn't quite sharp enough with a short straight there. And he was running well, but he had a few chances and wasn't able to get it done. So to me, it looked like he might have wanted a little bit further, and Paul was happy to come to Shartin and try that, and it worked out well. So hopefully, it does again.
Just on the angle of the blinkers, he's worn them in his last few starts. Do you feel they've had a positive effect for him?
Yeah, I felt like he was sucking out of his position at Happy Valley. He was a bit reluctant to hold it, and he just wasn't sharp enough. So we put the blinkers on, and although we didn't get the result straight away, I think it helped him. And he's quite a laid-back horse, so I think that they're an asset for him.
You're drawn in the same place as last time. With the plans going forward be sort of the same sort of ilk to try and press on a bit?
Well, he was lucky to begin as well as he did last time. He's probably not going to fly the gate again, and there's a little bit more pressure in this race, so it doesn't map as well as it did for him last time, but I'll just see how he begins and work it out from there.
Karis, BUZZINGA looks a really nice ride for you this weekend. He's a very impressive and improving horse, isn't he?
Yes, Nick, he's a horse that we are all looking forward to. He's been progressing nicely throughout the season. He had a couple of nice wins, and he ran a couple of good races with big weight and also some, I think the one day he had soft going. So he's learning through, but really happy with his progress.
I guess the hand has been forced to step up in grade. Obviously, the handicap has penalised him for what was a good run last time. Just on trip, do you feel he's ready now for the step up to 14?
Yeah, I feel that he's definitely ready for a trip. Last time I think the 1200 that he have to keep working and keep up with the pace. Where I think the 14 he would just have his chance to breathe and take his time and feel better about going into the straight. But yeah, I think he's definitely ready for the 14.
And what were the workings between yourself and Tony with putting the hood on, Karis?
Yeah, I think he decided to put it on just to keep him a bit calm, and he is a horse that can he can show a bit of speed. So of course stepping up to the 14 just to we know how good he is, and we know the ton of foot he's got anyway.
It's a really competitive race. You'd obviously have massive respect for your rivals, likes the Fantastic Treasure, Navas 2, Beauty Live. It's a good hot race, this one.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a good test for him. It's going to be a good test for us to know how good he is and going towards next season. But like I said, I think he's a very smart horse. I think he's ready to take on some of the big name like that. So we are looking forward to that.
And just on the sort of the theme of looking forward next season, how good do you think this horse could be, possibly?
I think he'll progress nicely into the grades. I think even next season he's going to be better after the summer break. So, like I said, he's showing some really good signs so far, and when they show that kind of sign, they always go upgrades.
Do you think he'd get a mile, this horse?
Yeah, I think so.
Lyle, Private Rocket, in the last race on Saturday, looks a pretty decent chance. He's been racing well, this horse.
Yes, he has been. All three of his runs with me so far I've been pleased with, and I've noticed a bit of improvement with each one. I think that the 14 on the turf is his pet trip, so that's that's definitely up his alley, and he's also had a bit of luck with the barrier draws, so that's certainly a bonus.
Yeah, all of his wins, I think, have been over this course. There's just on the sort of the angle of the barrier. Obviously, he is a prominently racing type of horse. I guess you couldn't be in a better spot.
Yeah, he's got such natural gate speed, and once he gets there, he's able to switch off at a good tempo, whether it be leading or with cover. So he's quite a versatile and simple horse to ride. My only concern would be that he certainly does need a bit of sting out the ground, and we've had a lot of hot days, so it looks like it might be on the firmer side. But look, nonetheless, he's in good form, and if he can offset needing a soft track, he's in good enough form to run another great race.
And is that sort of opinion formed perhaps on the fact he's getting that a little bit older? I mean, he's a 6-year-old, so perhaps as they do get older, they maybe do just want that little bit of juice in the ground.
Yeah, I think it's always been beneficial to him, but as he got older, it's probably become more important. And I've certainly noticed the difference from when I've galloped him on the turf when it's firm and how he's felt in a race. So he's definitely got a bias towards a little bit of sting out the ground. But with that said, because he's racing well and he's a happy horse at the moment, hopefully he can offset that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a happy horse. A lot of the horses are happy from that stable. Obviously, Nothing New was a nice winner for you on Wednesday night with Douglas, and obviously good to see him get the job done again.
Yeah, I was thrilled. Been looking to get aboard him throughout the season, really, and all a matter of time, and I'm grateful that I got the opportunity. He certainly pulled off a good victory, and it was great to be aboard for that win.